Take a slow breath in. Let your attention settle for a moment. Now imagine yourself sitting in a board meeting. You are presenting a strategic direction for the company. You prepared carefully for this conversation. The analysis is solid, and the logic behind the decision is clear. You explain the direction and then pause. A director leans forward and asks a question. Walk me through why this assumption holds. You begin answering. At first, your response is direct. You explain the core reason the assumption works. Then another detail comes to mind, so you add it. Then you include another piece of supporting context. Then you clarify a possible objection before anyone raises it. By the time you finish, you realize the answer became longer than you expected. The room is quiet. You notice something subtle. The more details you added, the less certain the answer sounded. Nothing in your analysis changed. Yet the energy of the room shifted slightly. Take a moment to observe what happened. When people ask a question in senior settings, they are rarely asking for every detail. They are trying to understand how clearly you see the situation. The strength of your thinking shows in how simply you can explain it. Imagine answering the same question again. You take a breath before speaking. You focus only on the core reasoning. Our assumption holds because retention has stayed above 90% across the last 3 customer cohorts. If retention drops below that level, we adjust acquisition spend and reevaluate the channel mix. You stop speaking. The explanation is shorter, but it feels clearer. The reasoning is visible. The condition that would change the strategy is also visible. The room now understands the thinking behind the decision. If someone wants more detail, they will ask for it. You allow that to happen naturally. In conversations at this level, clarity is more persuasive than volume. You begin using a simple check before answering complex questions. Can this decision be explained in 3 parts? What is the core reasoning? What risk could change the situation? What signal would tell us that adjustment is required? When those 3 elements are clear, the answer usually becomes easier to deliver. Notice how your body responds when you speak this way. Your pace slows slightly. Your breathing remains steady. Your posture stays relaxed. The conversation feels less like defending a position and more like explaining a decision. Silence after a clear answer begins to feel different as well. Instead of rushing to fill it, you allow the room to process what you said. Often that silence signals confidence. The board understands that the thinking behind the decision is structured and deliberate. Over time, this changes how people experience your communication. Your answers feel grounded. Your reasoning becomes easier to follow. Questions become more focused because the core logic is already clear. Take another slow breath. Notice how the meeting now feels. The same strategy is being discussed. The same questions are being asked. Yet the conversation carries a different tone. You are not explaining more. You are explaining the right things first. And that clarity allows the discussion to move forward with steadiness and trust.